so I'm going to go over a couple block options that we have nowadays. What you'd be familiar with is the standard Dura block. It's a foam block. It's really hard and pretty rigid. We call these the beginner blocks. Most everybody has started with these. They're good. They're good for certain small things. You can block straight stuff. It's a little more work. We have better options nowadays, so we try not to use these that much. There's also this. It's like a styrofoam squishy pad. Bends, keeps things straight while you're trying to do curves and stuff like that. They're fairly good. I don't really like using these just because you can still sand a dent and it'll still be a dent when you're done. One of my favorites are the acrylic blocks. They're hard, they're tape, and you put it on and it gives you something to hold on to because it's really just a thin piece of plastic acrylic. You can use the sticky sandpaper rolls. You can use wet sanding. It's great for wet sanding. Another option, just so you can see. It's just plastic, simple and easy. They come in different thicknesses. You can, these I love because you can go like that. And it sands nice, especially with the fenders that we're doing right now, with a nice curve on there. You just put this like that. Sands nice and straight, easy peasy, really quick. If you use the Dura blocks, you can't do that, so it's a lot of different angles you have to do to get that straight. These are probably my favorite kind of blocks. They still have the combination of the acrylic, but a nice little squishy pad on the back to help get just those nice round corners when you're finished sanding. They're like this. So there's the acrylic, and then there's the squishy. It's not too bad, but it still has the acrylic on the top, so you can't bend it. So it still sands really straight. It helps with when you're doing dashes and wet sanding and stuff like that. It gives it just enough softness so the edge doesn't cut into the paint, and still gets nice and straight, easy, quick. They come in lots of different sizes. I love these little ones. Look how small they are. Little pads, they're perfect. All right, today we have a 56 Chevy pickup we're doing the bedside repair on. Bedside is ready and prime, ready for blocking and painting, but the fenders, they need a lot of extra help. So today I'm gonna go over some techniques on how to block out some of these curves. There's a lot of tricky little areas that those blocks that I showed you earlier will work perfect for. All right, so for blocking out filler in the first couple stages, you want to lower the grit because it cuts straighter. So right now I have 80 grit, sticky, goes onto my trusty little acrylic board, and we're gonna be blocking this area right here and doing a crisscross patch, just kind of like this, and then goes like that, so you don't have deep scratches in one just section or direction. It'll kind of cross each other out, and then you can build for 180, 220, all of that. So here it is right here. We want a nice feather edge, nothing of hard lines going all the way back. Did the nice cross pattern on it, so it's nice and smooth. Got a lot of different kinds of filler on here, that's okay. I just wanted to show that is what your end goal is supposed to look like. And now we have this fun corner to do with a body line. Look at that. All right, so for this little area, we're gonna use just a small little block. The idea is just use a block that is big enough to go from edge to edge of your repair, so it has the good part of the panel, and then the dent that you're trying to fill goes up to there. So you want it to touch edge to edge, just like that. Makes it a little easier to work around and everything. And remember to go at the cross. And with this body line, we're just gonna sand directly off of it. We're not gonna try and cut into the filler and make that body line at this point. This is the first round of filler. So just go like that and all the way off. Both sides off the panel, go off. We still wanna do a nice feather edge on the top, so it goes in a nice curve right there. All right, so for this wheel well area, there's a nice curve that kind of goes like that on it. For these, they do make acrylic blocks that are in the circle rounds, but I don't have any. So next best thing. Just gonna do that, keep it nice and round. You don't wanna use the square blocks on any curves kind of like this because it will carve in nice straight lines for where your block is. So if you can do the round, that's the best. Go kind of like that. You still want to do the cross hatch on it. You go up and down a little bit and then just work it out like that and go from there. All right, so I got this all blocked out. First round of filler, there's always more to add to it. Found some more low spots, so need to add some more, sand it again, over and over, until it's ready for the glaze. Keep with the 80 grit sandpaper, just does it quicker. It's a lot of work, as you can see, there's a lot of area, especially on these old fenders that have just small dings everywhere. I don't know, I'm pretty sure this thing was in a hailstorm at some point.